I'm Taylor.
And I'm Sean. And this is the Outdoors Misadventures.
Alright, hey guys, welcome to another weekly webisode of Outdoors Misadventures. Outdoors Misadventures, Outdoors Misadventures, Outdoors Misadventures, and Outdoors Misadventures, ODMA. Hashtag Thinking Outdoors. So tonight we have a good action-packed video or show for you tonight.
Not really action-packed, but informative.
Tonight we're going to be doing a Memorial Day special. We did do it last night at Medicine Park, but we had some technical difficulties with our phones, with the phones overheating, not having enough video storage, and stuff like that. So we're going to be doing a Memorial Day special tonight. And also, Sean is going to do a DIY project, and I'll be assisting him. But we're going to show you to our the knowledge that we have to fix your waders, so that way you don't have to go out and waste money, $200, $300 worth of waders. So you can keep those waders going on another season.
And one more thing I thought about is a good way to be able to clean your barrel of your shotgun, or any rifle, shotgun, muzzleloader, whatever you may have. So it's all going to be kind of encompassed in one action-packed episode. We're not. Like we've said from the outset, we are not professionals by any means, and please don't take these DIY tips as to be the gospel. Don't think that this is the only way, but this is the best way that Taylor and I have found, and the cheapest way that Taylor and I have found to be able to do this stuff. So we're not sitting here, or you're not sitting here killing yourself with the finances.
Sponsor said, "What's up?
What's going on?"
Triple Crow, Laners.
It's just a way to be able to, like you said, get a little more use out of the equipment you have, so you're not going out there spending, like you said, $200, $300, in some cases $400 or $500 on new waders, or whatever the equipment it is. It could be a tent, the side of a tent. It could be whatever the case may be. So, you have something for them?
No, I just. Let's get started working on those waders.
Let's get started. All right.
I got it.
All right.
I just need to know where the hole is.
Hole is in. Got him.
Yeah. You got anything to? Oh, you got a knife.
Yeah, I got a knife.
You got that compound?
Gorilla Glue.
Gorilla Glue's right.
It was just right there.
Oh, try chop.
Yeah. All right. So I bought these waders from Academy. I'm going to call them out too. They're game winner.
We don't use Lacrosse. We don't use Drake. We don't use any of those high top brands. I mean, why? Why go spend that? Why go spend extra money?
Why go spend the money? But these are game winners. I bought them from Academy year before last. And they were on sale, so I figured, okay, what could be the harm? Well, last year, beginning of the season, we went out and we were at Hackberry Flats, were we? Wherever it was cold. And
no, we were at Humphreys. No, it wasn't Humphreys.
It wasn't Humphreys. I think it was Hackberry Flats at the beginning of the year.
Oh.
Anyways, so we went out and got in the water. I came back from putting my decoys out, and my leg felt really cold, so I reached down inside and I felt, and holy crap! I've had these things 6 months and I've already got a hole in them. I just went with it for the rest of the season. I was planning on buying a new pair, but if you can see, I don't know It's this little pinhole. I mean, it's nothing major. It's right there for those of you guys who can't see it. But that little pinhole is enough to let, you know, a pretty good amount of water in. But see, if you look on the inside, there's no hole.
Not even noticeable.
What it had done, apparently, is just crack the outer surface, let the water into the neoprene, and it just soaks in, soaks in from there. When we did our intro video, we were in my swimming pool, and that's what gave me the idea. I need to get these things fixed. Hey, let's go live and let's make a video, try to show some folks how to go about fixing this stuff. So, and that voice in the background is my daughter. I'm kind of on daddy duty right now, so gotta kind of watch her and play with you guys. So, without further ado, best way that I found to be able to do this. Get yourself a good sharp knife or a pair of scissors. Get yourself some Gorilla Glue, or you can use some clear silicone caulk.
You can get that stuff at Lowe's. Or
you can get that stuff at Lowe's. You can get Gorilla Glue anywhere, Walmart. But just a quick fix, I can throw that in my bag, and I don't have to have any caulk gun or anything like that. And most deer hunters, most turkey hunters have a leafy suit such as this. Well, these leaves are non-porous for some reason. I don't know why. The suit's porous, but these leaves aren't. So, best way we found, hence I said a sharp knife.
Just enough to cover.
Cut off a little small piece, just a little small piece like that. That'll work just fine. You take it, you locate your hole again, right about Just put a little square around there. That we just found it.
Let me get these.
Put some glue, some Gorilla Glue or your caulk or whatever on your piece.
I can stick another one on there.
You set it, put it in there, and let it just set. Okay, it'll soak through. Give it about a half hour, 45 minutes before, probably about an hour.
Well, since it's such a thin,
it
material,
shouldn't. Yeah. Go ahead. It shouldn't take too long, but the bottle says before exposing it to water or moisture, give it about 2 hours. Fully set. I'd recommend that. So if you're wearing them, you just realize that. Pause due to poor connection. Of course, my sprint. Then once all that's dried and it's good and solid, it's a good solid patch. I mean, you won't have to worry about water getting in. I mean, as much. I mean, you'll have minimal amount of water, if any, actually get through. Something else you could do behind this would be like a little piece of plastic, a little plastic bag or something like that. Just cut a square out of it and put it on the inside. If you can locate.
Are you going to do that same thing on the inside?
No, that's why I was saying use a piece of plastic on the inside. Okay. That way it keeps the moisture barrier.
Okay.
That's just going to keep water from actually getting in. While you're out in the field, you can tack it up.
Well, that glue's going to harden up.
That glue's going to harden up.
And I don't think it'll let water get through.
No, shouldn't. That's why I was saying it shouldn't let water get through. But like he was just talking about, the glue's going to harden. And it should create a pretty solid barrier around that hole and over that hole, because as you may be able to see, he put enough on that when I squished it down, it actually spread out, so it covered that hole, probably filled in that hole. But just to be on the safe side, just to be.
All right, so real quick, I'm gonna interrupt. Triple Curl Outdoors, or Triple Curl Lanyards. I'm sorry, looking at a different name. Just, he asked, could y'all DM me how to spell y'all's names? I know it sounds weird, but I have an awesome idea about y'all's lanyards.
Okay.
We'll do that at the show.
We'll do that at the end of the show. I appreciate it. So let that set. If you're out in the field, that's while you're sitting there watching the ducks, or watching them fly over or whatever. You can let that be drying. Then when you get home, get a pair of scissors and kind of trim it up and make it look nice, and do it a little bit better from there.
Yeah, it's just a quick fix on the go.
Just a real quick fix on the go. Save you about I bought these I think for about $120.
Yeah.
And that's what really chapped me is
I bought mine from Academy for about the same price.
Yeah, and it just really chapped me that I spent that kind of money, and literally I used them 3 times that first season I had them, and once maybe twice the second season I had them, and it chapped me to no end. That.
You talking about your waders?
Yes.
No, I used them every weekend that we went out.
Before I got a hole in them,
okay.
Was the first or second time. I used them every time. I mean, a little bit of water. It was sub-zero one morning, and I fell through the ice, actually into the ice. Filled my waders up with ice cold water. So a little bit of water really isn't a big thing to me. Especially just a little bit on my knee. That's not a big deal.
Hence the misadventures.
So that's a quick DIY for that. Another thing I had was, for my barrel. This year, he and I we went hunting. Shame on me, I haven't cleaned my shotgun yet. I've cleaned everything except for the barrel. Just because the barrel's uber dirty. Remember that? Remember the last shot that I took? It just kind of went, nothing came out of the barrel. Just the BBs came out at the end. There was no explosion to, force them out. It just kind of.
A shotgun dud.
Yeah, it was a dud. But all that powder still caked up inside my barrel. A good way to be able to get that out, and this is a trick that I learned in the Army, and I'll pass it along to you guys. You guys don't need to go out there spending, $30, $40 on those hops. Well, you need to get some kind of an oil, but those hops cleaning kits or the Otis cleaning kits and whatever. It's pretty unnecessary to spend that kind of money when all you got to do is get like a t-shirt. Not this t-shirt. Don't cut up this t-shirt. Just cut off a sleeve, cut off just a patch. Get a wire coat hanger, straighten it out, and make your little eyelet at the end of it. Crimp it down, twist it up, make sure it's not going to, do anything. Make sure it doesn't have any burrs sticking out that are going to scrape up the inside of your barrel. Put your patch in there, run it through. If nothing else, before you do that, if it's real bad, like real bad carbon in there or real bad debris in there, take a cork, like from a wine bottle. Some of you guys have wives who drink wine. Some of you ladies out there probably drink wine yourselves. Get a cork from a wine bottle, cork one end. Make sure you take your plug out. Cork one end, the barrel end, not the receiver end. Tilt it up, put a funnel in there, and pour boiling water in there. Cap off that end, with a cork or something, and just shake it up real good. Just shake up that boiling water, because what that boiling water is going to do is going to break up all that crap. Pull the cork, drain it, let it cool down. Pull the cork and drain it, and just let it sit for about a half hour. Why I say boiling water is because boiling water is going to evaporate, where cold water is just going to sit and wait for it to be wiped out. Let it sit for about a half hour. And then go through with some bore cleaner, some barrel cleaner. Go through, run the rag through there, 5 or 6 times until it comes out clean. Once you get that done, put a new patch on there, oil the crap out of it, and run it down the barrel, and get yourself a clean barrel. If you don't want to sit the 30 minutes and let the barrel dry, get a dry. She kills me. Get a dry rag, get a dry wash rag or something, terry cloth, and just pull it through a few times until it's dry. But make sure, if you use water, make sure you oil it up. That's why I said make sure you pull the plug out, because that water will get down inside the plug, the choke. Pull the choke out. Pull the choke out. I'm sorry, because the water will get down inside them threads, and God forbid it rust your choke in place, and now it's a pain in the neck to get it out. And now it's a pain in the neck to do something. One more piece of advice I have for you guys.
Right here.
I know. I just knew exactly where it was. It just made it a little bit easier. I don't know if you guys ever change chokes out in the field. I very rarely do, but sometimes I do. It just depends on what I'm going for. Like if we're changing locations and we want to go from duck to geese or geese to duck or whatever the case may be.
Field to timber.
Yeah, field to timber. I went to Walmart and I picked up this choke tool kit, or this choke tool.
Looks like it has all different.
This has from 10 gauge all the way to 410. It also has a windage and elevation little screwdriver on there to be able to change it. And hold on a minute, baby. I just keep it here in my shell belt with my other chokes.
No.
And it just goes in. It just goes in the end of your barrel. I don't know if you guys can see this. It goes in the end of your barrel. For those of you guys who have the internal chokes and not the screw-off kinds, it just goes in to where it's snug, twist, and now you can pull that whole doggone choke out. It makes it so much easier than having to find a quarter or actually find a choke plug, a choke tool when you're sitting out there and you have nothing. I think I picked this up for about $10. It's Real Avid. I don't know if you guys can see that. Real Avid. And it makes a world of difference just in case you do want to change out your choke. Put it back in and just use it basically as a screwdriver. It just fits right down inside there. You got your little notches on your choke tube. It just sits right down in there and tightens everything in. So that's a little bit of our DIY that we have. If we think of anything else, we'll definitely come to you and just bring it up in another show. We won't devote an entire show to it again. But if we do think of something else, we'll definitely bring it up during another show. Just kind of a point of interest kind of thing. That said, those are our ideas. Those are kind of the best way we found to do things. If you guys have any ways that you have found to be able to do stuff, please hit us up. Let us know. I mean, we're always...
Shoot us an email.
A
comment.
Yep.
Or not a comment, but a message on Facebook, a message on Instagram. Comment below on YouTube. And please hit the subscribe button, too.
Yep. Tell all your friends about our YouTube.
Yep. And then, email outdoorsmisadventures@gmail.com.
Yep.
We check that 5 times daily.
It comes directly to my phone, so anytime you guys email, it goes ding ding. I can just check it, and I will. We're on the ball with responding. If I can't respond, I'll call him and say, "Hey, this guy just emailed. He wants this, or this person just emailed. They need information about this," and we can jump right on it and get your answer back to you. Usually within about 45 minutes.
Memorial Day.
It is Memorial Day. I know we said it last night, and I know a lot of you guys were here for us last night.
And at the beginning of the show, we stated that we had some technical difficulties.
We did have technical difficulties. That's why we're kind of rehashing what we did last night tonight. More kind of condensed. Last night we went out to Medicine Park. Yeah. We had a really good time out there.
We had you said the Mayor's
Mayor's Red Dirt Ball. And they have it every year.
They have it every year, but last night was pretty fun. One of Sean's wife's friend's daughters was singing last night, and
Sean's wife's friend's daughter.
I'm sorry.
Not one of my wives. I can only afford one. I like to duck hunt. I like to golf. I only have one wife.
All right, so let's clarify. One of Sean's wife's friend's daughters was singing last night. We went and watched her sing, but she did a really good job. But there was all sorts of there's a whole lineup of really good singers last night. There was a lot of vendors out there that really, I guess, kept us busy until she sang. We watched the ducks and the geese float on the creek last night, which was really awesome.
Yeah,
kind of made me a little, and kind of made me anticipate the upcoming season a little bit. Really made me sick inside that we got like another 4 months.
Just about. Well, we got about 3 months till September teal.
Yeah, early teal season. Early teal season.
September 10th to the 25th.
Yeah. Yeah. So Memorial Day. Please be safe out there. Please really be safe. Really think about your plan that you have before you start drinking or you doing anything that could cause, I guess, danger to you or your family.
Or anybody else out there.
Or anybody else out there. Always, I guess, anticipate other drivers' habits.
Yep.
Pay attention to other drivers' habits.
Be aware of your surroundings at all times.
Please wear your seatbelt at all times. Cops are going to be, what'd you call them? State
Revenue Enforcement agents.
Yes.
I love law enforcement. I love cops, but at least here in Lawton, and it seems like in a lot of places, there's always good cops. There's a lot more good than there are bad, but there's a lot that seem like their entire job is to write tickets, and if that's what's in their heart to write a ticket,
so
they're going to be writing a
Outdoors
ticket.
is on right now, and they asked, "Have y'all learned to duck hunt yet?" Well, you know what?
We did learn how to duck hunt. Not very well, mind you, but we have learned.
Well, I know how to duck hunt.
Point gun, squeeze trigger, hopefully duck falls from sky.
It's just that simple.
It's just that simple.
Not a guaranteed bag.
No, not a guaranteed bag. Not even a guaranteed duck.
Not even a guaranteed duck. So, anyways, back on Memorial Day. So, to specify the true meaning of Memorial Day. Memorial Day is not about the living veterans, living disabled veterans, active duty members of all 5 branches. Yes, Coast Guard is a branch of the military, but it's not about the living veterans. It's about the fallen veterans that are and their families. If you know of a family that has lost somebody that served, please, it is very respectful to tell them thank you for your husband or your daughters or your whomever served. Thank them for their service.
Yeah.
Do not message me or Sean and say thank you for your service. It's not about us. It's about the fallen. Specifically for Veterans Day.
Little history lesson for you guys about Veterans Day. It was actually known as Decoration Day, and it was first brought about by the General of the Army back in May of 1868, May 30th to be exact. His General Order Number 11 was to proclaim May 30th as a day of remembrance for those who were decorated for giving their all. It was started in the wake of the Civil War because so many Americans, the only war where only Americans died, so many Americans were laid to rest in pretty much every city across this country, or at the time, what the country was, and even still today. I mean, there's still a lot of Civil War veterans buried in cemeteries across this country, who got relocated with their families or whatever. And why they picked May 30th, and it's just a random day. It's just a arbitrary day, but it is not any specific day that would mark any specific victory, battle, or confrontation during the Civil War. And it has lived through today. And in 1934, President Franklin D. Roosevelt, I'm pretty sure it was 1934, he actually made it a national holiday on May 28th and renamed it Memorial Day. So there's a little bit of history for you guys. Like he said, it's not about the living. It's not about the ones who are still here with us. It's about the ones who will never make it home, who went and they paid the ultimate sacrifice. They paid the ultimate price for yours and my freedom for Taylor's freedom, for my daughter's freedom to get your finger out of your mouth, to be able to allow her and your children to be able to grow up in a free country. For those of you guys who are military or retired military, former military, remember, if you drink, don't drive. If you drive, don't drink. Simple as that, guys. Make sure you know who's around you. Make sure you know who you're going out with. Have a battle buddy, if you will. Have somebody who's going to be there to either keep you in check or you're going to keep them in check. Make sure that if you're drinking, they're not, because you need a DD. If both of you guys, this is Memorial Day weekend, guys. If you have one drink, please, by God, call a cab. If you live in the Lawton and surrounding areas, call me. I'll come pick you up free of charge. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I will come pick you up. That is my promise to you. I care about every one of you guys. I care about our followers. I care about a good thing that we have going, and what we have going, the Outdoors Misadventures.
Just because of the fallen.
Yeah, I mean this show would not be possible without you guys. So we come to you guys every week as a thank you, a tribute to you guys to. My God, she's good with the camera, isn't she? We come to you guys as a tribute, as a thank you to you guys, because again, like I said, without you, we wouldn't be us, and without us, we wouldn't be us.
Yeah.
So, I think Taylor has one more thing he wants to say, and then we're gonna sign off and let you guys go about your Memorial Day weekend and have fun, be safe.
I got a couple things to add.
Okay.
All right, so first thing is I want to say thank you for all the 700 followers that we actually reached 700 today.
Woo! 300 more.
Yep, 300 more till we hit another giveaway. We want to thank you for following us, staying with us every bit of the way that we have since we've started. I also want to say go check out Blindsided Outdoors on Instagram. A young man named Landon Phillips. He co-runs that Instagram page, and I tell you what, that young man at the age of 14.
That all he is?
Yes.
I thought he was 18 or
That
19.
young man at the age of 14 can outshoot, I bet, anybody on the show right now. Anybody that's watching.
He's a force to be reckoned with. I've seen some of his pictures. I thought he was older than that, but...
No, he is 14.
Wow.
I watched his live video last night, actually, before I went to bed.
Yeah.
And one of his viewers had asked, how many bands do you got? And he's like, man, on my one lanyard alone, my main use, I have 50 to 60 bands.
Wow.
So,
Kid
not
knows
only
what he's
does he
doing.
have his, hold on one second, it's all tied up. I can't wait to get a new lanyard from Three Curls Lanyards.
Triple curl.
I don't know why I keep saying three. But he has bands going all the way around. He also has bands on these going all the way to his calls. Every single one. He's got like 4 or 5 calls that he has. So, putting that perspective, how good of a waterfowl hunter he is. What else do I want to put out?
Guys, go out. I'm sure most of you guys already know, but we do have a new sponsor. It's Triple Curl Lanyards.
Yeah.
Go check them out on Instagram. Also,
They got mugs, koozies.
they have mugs,
Well,
koozies,
of
lanyards,
course.
obviously.
Yeah.
Also, go check out White River.
No, he's not. He doesn't own that business anymore. But
Okay.
that's actually why I brought
Hey,
my
Mama's
call.
home.
That's why I brought my calls today. This right here is a custom-made hybrid duck call, and it is red, white, and blue. It's engraved with ducks, made by Corey Quinn himself. He is a really good duck call maker. I'm gonna do a quick little sound clip of what it is.
Sound clip.
But without further ado, let's do a sound clip.
What? Well, I don't know about you guys, but if I was a duck, that'd make me come. So, Anything else?
This call right here is just pure quality. Is what it is.
Yeah, he got me one. He presented it to me last week. It's the kazoo one. Excuse me. By far, and not just because it came from Taylor, or not just because it came from Corey, but because it came from Taylor mostly. That is by far my favorite call. It has the most quality sound of any of my calls, and I've got probably 7 or 8 calls. You know, I only use
2
a
and
few
3
of them.
laying here and there.
And yeah, I got 3 or 4 laying around the house, and that is by far my favorite call, most quality sounding call that I've got. That actually was a really quality sounding call. I don't know if you guys can hear it on the video or not, but it actually does sound really good. So I don't think I have anything else except for be safe this weekend. And whenever you tip back a beer, whenever you tip back a shot, remember those who've given their all to keep you free, keep us free. And one more thing, like he was talking about earlier today.
Oh,
we
yeah,
do have hats. We have hats in now. Got my shirt. Got our shirts. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah. Squat down, squat down, squat down. There you go. Okay. There you go. All right, these are blue shirts. We also have them in black. We can have them done up in any color you want.
Any color combo.
I meant to put them up on Instagram this morning, and I didn't, but I will. I will get those up this weekend, I promise, with prices and everything else. Before we do that, I kind of want to have a PayPal set up. That way we can actually start taking payments.
Right now we're taking pre-orders.
Right now we're taking pre-orders.
Just email us.
So, yeah, email us, outdoorsmisadventures@gmail.com. I almost gave you my personal email address. And let us know what you want, what your size is, what color you want, what color scheme you want. It doesn't have to be blue and orange. It doesn't have to be black and orange.
There's a lot of variety.
There's a huge variety. Just let us know what color you want. If you want a blaze orange shirt with black lettering, we can do that.
And they don't shrink because they already. You said they're already pre-washed.
They're pre-washed. Well, these ones are pre-washed, but we can definitely go with pre-washed material. Another thing.
You want me to cover down on the military?
Yeah, give me 2 seconds on that.
Okay.
We have different style hats that we can get. I'm planning on having a couple made this week, just for Taylor and I, for us to be able to showcase what we have. And if you guys want to order anything that we have, feel free to let us know. Let us know what your size is. Let us know what color you want, and give us about a week or two for processing. And if you'll give us a week or two for processing, we'll email you back once it's processed and it's shipped, and we will pay for the expedited shipping for the time being. Go ahead.
So, if you're military and you're wanting, military. If you're a nurse, if you're
Public servant,
any sort of public servant like firefighter or cop, but military alone, ID and DD 214. I'm sure you know what that is, but
make sure it's highly redacted though.
yeah, send it to us in an email.
All I want to see on it is your name, your branch of service, and your picture. That's all I want to see. I don't need to see all the other stuff. Redact out the black out on the, or you cover it up, cover your thumb over the barcode on there. There's no socials on there. There's service numbers on the back, but
Other
public officials might actually have their socials.
Cover that
Cops, police officers, firefighters. I don't actually want to see your badge, but send me your city identification card that says police officer, prison guard. I don't care if you work for the city and you're a prison guard. Make sure you guys redact anything that you guys that's not supposed to be public information. I assure you, I promise you, none of it will ever get out to the public. Nothing that you send us will ever get out to the public.
Once we send out your order, we'll delete those pictures of your
stuff, and unless you specify, keep it because you want to return back.
Unless
you don't want to go through the hassle. Yeah.
There you go.
So yeah, just go ahead and redact everything, send it to us, and we'll get it out to you.
What are we doing Monday? I know
We're
we have
golfing
two
on
options. No, didn't you want to go coyote hunting Monday?
No.
Oh. Okay, yeah, so we're going to be golfing on Monday. Where are we going?
I don't know. We can, I don't know. I don't know yet. See about Oklahoma City. Found a really nice golf course up there.
What time do we have to leave?
About 7:30. Okay. We'll figure it out. We'll let you guys know once we get there. That's Monday. So, cover down on the
Next DIY show?
no. Cover down on the service members, shipping, and discounts.
Alright, so any public servants that we cover down on, nurses, firefighters, cops, if you're active military or former military, whatever branch, you get 15% off. This weekend alone, since it is Memorial Day weekend, we will be doing a special. 15% off with an additional $3 off? Is that
What?
for military alone? This
weekend is 20% off
Okay, 20% off.
with free shipping, and
Yes.
it's always free shipping.
So-
We'll always cover shipping.
Hat and shirt combined
It's $30.
is $30.
Yep.
Shirt is 15. Is that what you said? Or
Shirts are gonna be 15. Hats are gonna be 20.
okay.
Um,
And if you order a combo, you get $5 off.
Yeah,
you
you
make it 30.
yeah.
So
I have one more thing. I just found out. I just got this in the mail. I want to toot my own horn real quick. My wife just handed this to me. She doesn't even know what it is. It's a letter. Currently, I'm enrolled at Cameron University, and in case y'all could see that, I made the Dean's Honor Roll.
Good job.
That's the first time I've ever gotten good grades in my life. I dropped out of high school because I got such bad grades. Now I'm going to college and I'm getting great grades. Cool. That's awesome. So, yeah. Make sure you guys go and tell all your friends about our Instagram, our Facebook. Make sure everybody you know and everybody you hunt with, everybody you work with, everybody you interact with, family, friends, and everybody else, come to our YouTube and click the little subscribe button. It should be right about here.
in our comments, add comments. We would love to have
We'd love you guys' comments.
constructive criticism. We won't take negative comments. We'll automatically delete your negative comments. We hate negative comments. If it's constructive criticism, we'll take it.
If I get to your negative comment first, I like to sit in my garage at 11 o'clock at night just shooting people down. So give me some fun at night. Come on, guys. So with that being said, guys, have a great Memorial Day weekend. I hope you guys learned something a little bit with this DIY. Just so you guys can see, that glue
It's hard.
is now hard. So nothing should be able to get through there. I wouldn't pull it because it's not exactly 100%
Well,
set. But
it's on there.
It's on there,
Yeah,
but-
it's on there pretty good. I'm on some poundage to that.
so you could just go ahead and trim this up just to kind of finish off that little DIY tip. Just go ahead and trim that up. Glue a piece of plastic bag or something on the inside, right about where that's at, but make it bigger than this outside patch.
Hashtag stay dry.
And hashtag stay dry, guys. And like I said, if you guys have any comments, please, or any better ways to be able to do this, please go ahead and down below. These are all going to be up on our page. Go ahead and add your comments. Some better ways that you guys have learned. We'd love to hear from you guys. We'd love to hear you guys' DIY tips. So, I guess that's about it.
Next week we'll be doing something special on our next next Friday night at 6:30 p.m. We'll be doing something special. It's not going to be a DIY, but it's going to be a discussion video between Sean and I.
Yep.
Of what outdoors means to us, and we'll be including the Bible into our show. So please go tell all your friends, family, your pastor, your choir, whatever, whoever you want to tell. Please join us. We're more than happy to have you. You want me to close this out?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
All right. So once again, stay safe. Always remember, think outdoors.
Thinking
And
outdoors.
most importantly, God bless.
God bless you guys.